はい、というわけで今こちらにはペンタトニックスの皆さんがいらっしゃいます。Hi, here we have Pentatonix, and thank you so much for being on our show.
Of course, thanks for having us.
Is it okay if you guys introduce yourselves one by one?
Yes, I'm Kirsten.
I'm Kevin.
I'm Mitch.
I'm Avi.
And I'm Scott.
1, 2, 3.
Pentatonix.
Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so I want to ask you a few questions. I also wanted to know if there's like a leader type of person in your group or not.
We all have different roles, I feel like. We'll take on leadership if need be, I mean. So it depends on what we're trying to accomplish.
I think whoever's most inspired by a song or the schedule or whatever's happening too kind of takes the lead just because they feel like it's the best of their abilities.
Yeah, but I think if we had to pick one, I would say Kevin, just because he knows our schedule so well, and he knows what we're capable of, and he's kind of like our liaison that talks to our manager the most and knows what's going on. And so he'll always start a rehearsal like, hey, we need to go over this, and we need to talk about this. Yeah. And so having that kind of business management in our group is really, really helpful.
Yeah, but then I say the creative, it really depends. I mean, like, Scott comes up with a lot of the ideas for our videos. And then, like, even, like, musical arrangements. I mean, like, Mitch and Avi, like, they'll just come up with these ideas that sometimes you're just like, how in the world would you ever come up with them? So I really think, I think it depends on what we're doing at the time.
Oh, okay. Because I feel like you guys all match together as a group so well, and that's like why your music is so amazing, and it inspires a lot of people, including me. Yeah, and that's why I also wanted to know, how did you guys meet and how did you form this group? Like,
three of us grew up together. Mitch, Kirsty, and I have been friends since we were little kids. We did community theater, and we were choir nerds, and then we started a trio our senior year in high school and Mitch's junior year, and we started a trio just to enter this contest to meet the class to play, and we ended up losing. We never even heard anything of it. It just like disappeared.
It just disappeared.
Yeah, and so.
But we loved it, so we kept going.
But we loved it, and so we kept putting up YouTube videos, and they were starting to get lots of views. And so we wanted to keep going with it. We were going to try out for the sing-off show in America. We were going to try it as a trio. But my friend that I met in college was like, you have to add a bass and a beatboxer if you want a chance on this show. And so we found Avi through that same guy. And then we found Kevin on YouTube. He has a video where he plays cello and beatboxes, or lots of videos, I guess. And we were totally floored. And so we invited him to be in the group. And we just all met the day before the audition and just sang some arrangements that we'd sent parts out for.
Before the audition?
Yeah.
Really? Oh, wow.
I know, it was crazy and nerve-wracking. But I know the first time we sang, it was Telephone by Lady Gaga. We were just like so completely in awe of how it sounded and what it was and how good it felt to sing it. And we were like, this is something totally special. And so we went into the audition pretty confident, and then ended up making the show. And then on the show is how we kind of developed how we arranged and our work ethic and who we were as a group. And yeah, so it all kind of came together. And then after the show, we started a YouTube channel. And that's it. So life story.
Thank you. I also wanted to know, what are your influences or bases of music for one of you guys?
Yeah, well, the thing that's so cool about our group, and I think what really inspires a lot of creativity in this group, is the fact that all 5 of us have very different tastes in music, and we bring different things to the table. So me, personally, I love anything R&B, and I like pop too. So pop R&B, like Beyonce, Ariana Grande, something like that is what I like to listen to. And growing up, I was really into country. And so I feel like I've heard all this music, and just pulling from different ideas from the past is kind of where I come from. I don't know.
Yeah, I love folk music, and I realized recently that I'm super into chord-driven music. Like, chords really inspire me. Recently I've been listening to Philip Glass. He's an awesome composer and pianist, and also an Icelandic artist called Low Roar. And so I've been really inspired by those two lately.
Yeah, I love electronic music. I've been really into the quote-unquote internet core scene, I guess, where it's like very SoundCloud driven, and it's not very formal. Nobody really releases music, but it's all really interesting and very weird. I love weird music. Yeah,
so many good ideas come from that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, they're very different, very
different, but so many cool ideas come from that. I grew up listening to classical music, but then I guess as high school came around and I could listen to different types of stuff, listen to a lot more pop music. And so I'd say recently I've been listening to kind of like the darker pop that's been going on with like Tovlo, and I listened to a lot of like Sigur Rós recently, and Lord. I think just the sound is really cool because there's a minimalistic aspect to it that I think really works well for our group, and so I've been writing a lot of songs in that style that I think, you know, hopefully could work or something like that.
I did a lot of musical theater growing up, so I listened to a lot of that, and a lot of my mom's music, which actually was a lot of like powerhouse female vocalists like Celine Dion and stuff. But now I like singer-songwriter music like Sarah Bareilles, or just like really chill music in general, like chill and vibey, like James Blake, and yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I feel like there's, including me, there's a lot of teenagers or students who create a cappella groups with their friends, and they listen to your videos and they listen to your songs, and they're really inspired by you guys. And do you guys have any message for them?
Sure, yeah. I mean, just have fun and make sure you create a group that, you know, with a bunch of people that actually care about what they're doing and that are really passionate about music and a cappella. And yeah, don't be afraid to be creative and different, and don't compare yourself to other groups, because in the end it's what you want to do and what makes you guys happiest.